What's going on, everyone? I am the Kilted Cajun. Welcome back to my channel. And today I want to talk about, I forgot, backlash, fan insults, all these other things. Mainstream media continuously trying to they're promoting new material by insulting the fans, and then getting confused as to why all of a sudden their product is not popular, not well received. This idea that just because you this idea about representation, got to have representation of this minority, that whatever, ethnicity, gender, whatever it is. This idea that just because, well, there's a female in the lead role, so you have to like it, or the protagonist is transgendered, so you have to like it. You're not allowed to criticize it, is absolute bullshit. And honestly, if you think about it for a little while, people are getting tired of it, and that can be seen in the numbers. What we have going on recently, and this goes back to 2016. It all started with Ghostbusters 2016 when this female cast in a movie, if you didn't like it, well, you're just a misogynist pig that doesn't want female women in power in the movies, which is objectively false and easily proven wrong. Because, I'm going to do the same old thing that everybody else does, and I'm going to bring up Ellen Ripley, Alien. That movie was done a very long time ago. She is a rather popular figure in movies, especially the Alien franchise. She's a beloved character. Same thing with Sarah Connor. Same thing with many other heroines in the movie business, in movies. But now we have what some of these actors, actresses, and movie producers and directors seem to think that it's just such a wonderful idea. We have this one. Mindy Kaling reacts to backlash surrounding Velma being reimagined as a South Asian in new series. Well, if you take a half a second, nobody really cares. The problem with this one is that the teaser trailer, I have it in another video if you want to go check that out. You can find it online, find it whatever. The Velma official teaser. I'm not going to play it again, but it sits there and straight up insults the fans on the internet. Fans of the original ScoobyDoo like ScoobyDoo for ScoobyDoo. They like Velma, Daphne, Fred, Shaggy, Scooby. All that for who they were as they were. This idea of, oh, we have to change it because of X, Y, and Z. It's just, like, why? Come up with something new. In this one, my favorite one, I even commented this on the video. I think of the characters in this as so iconic, but guys, we have to change it. But the gang, in no way is the gang defined by their whiteness except for Fred. Yeah, anyway, that's kind of shitty. So, in this next one, I got a kick out of this one. This is about the movie Bros, the gay comedy, and that's what it is. It's advertised as a gay comedy. Billy Eichner came out and said, he's since deleted this tweet, but hey, the internet is forever. Deadline has this one. Billy Eichner on October 22nd, 2022. Everyone who isn't a homophobic weirdo should go see Bros tonight. Like, how did that work out for you? I think the movie made $4 million in its opening weekend. That's a dumpster fire. That's sorry. And it is special and uniquely powerful to see this particular story on screen. No, it isn't. It's been done before. Go watch Birdcage. Much better comedy. Fantastic comedy. Especially for queer folks who don't get this opportunity often. Who's stopping queer individuals from being in movies? Oh, that would be nobody. Just write a good script, get a good story, and have a good actor, and hey, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to have a problem with it. But when you come out and insult the fans, insult people, all this does, this statement right here, this doesn't just turn off people who, for whatever belief system, don't agree with your lifestyle. This doesn't just turn off people who are legitimately homophobic, which is moronic at best. It's the nicest thing I can say about individuals who are actually legitimately homophobic. That's stupid. But statements like this are going to turn off open-minded people like me, and just your average normie moviegoer. They're going to hear about this and go, oh, so you're a douchebag. I'm not going to go watch your movie. Moving on. This is one of the more popular ones. Amazon comes out with Rings of Power, calling everyone. This is what I get a kick out about. It's regurgitated headlines. The Rings of Power is suffering a racist backlash for casting actors of color. No, that's a lie. Rings of Power draws. This is from USA Today. Where are we at? This is from the Conversation. I thought that was the Conservative. No, they're not. Anyway, the Conversation. Rings of Power suffering racist backlash. USA Today. Rings of Power draws racist backlash. It's almost like it's a script that they're coming out and going, all right, send it out to everybody. Here's the script. Make sure this is in your headline. Racist backlash, racist backlash, racist backlash. Because they're trying to paint a picture that anyone who criticizes the piss poor writing of a show like Rings of Power, and no, it's piss poor writing, bad storytelling, just Galadriel's a twat. They're painting it that anybody who criticizes it, oh, well, you have to be racist because, you have a problem with Disa. You have a problem with the dwarf being black. No, it's not racist backlash. It's backlash because you're changing the story to suit your needs. You're changing what Tolkien wrote. Stop flat out lying in your articles to get brownie points. The show isn't good. It is getting poor ratings because it just isn't good. And like I said, go away. You go away too. She-Hulk. This is another one. She-Hulk is a direct, unapologetic attack on toxic Marvel fanboys. So, in one of the episodes of She-Hulk, they came out and supposedly they have all these, oh, why female superheroes? There's nothing but female superheroes. Get rid of them, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, people were criticizing it because the writing's terrible. It's subpar at best. I have suffered through every single episode. The only episode that was worth a shit is the one with Daredevil in it, and that's because it was Daredevil. Charlie Cox is a fan. He plays the role. He plays the part. Now, the writing's bad. That's all there is to it. But instead of fessing up and understanding, going, sorry, we'll try to do a better job next time, they call it toxic male fanboys. The whole issue with the She-Hulk debacle is these examples that they give, responses on Twitter. They say that they used real-life examples from Twitter when they announced She-Hulk. Yeah, most of the criticism I saw about She-Hulk when the trailer came out was that the CGI is shit. And guess what? The CGI is still shit. It is so bad. The proportions are bad. It's inconsistent. It's garbage. It is. And it's gotten worse for most of the part. And of course, this lovely speech on the island. But any sort of criticism, you're called a toxic fan, a man baby, a misogynist, a this, a that, and it's getting tiresome. And this goes all the way back. It started with Captain Marvel because Brie Larson was, anyway. The only reason this movie, what is this? Go away. I don't want to subscribe. Am I going to have to deal with this? Oh well, I'm not going to be able to look at the Daily Beast. But yeah, went through the same thing with Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. The movie made a metric truckload of money. A lot of people they believe it was because it was sandwiched in between two popular Marvel movies, and at the time, everybody figured, well, you're going to have to watch this if you want to be able to keep up with it. Oh, that's not. My whole issue is this idea that just because, you can't criticize something because female protagonist, or the director's a woman, or the actor and actress is black, or just any one of these other moronic reasons, like they're supposed to have some sort of shield from criticism because the actor or actresses check a box. It's stupid. And then when you come out and when you start insulting the fans and wonder why on earth nobody's watching it, well, you have your reason. You came out right off the bat, especially with this Velma garbage, and insulted the fans, people who have been invested in this case, ScoobyDoo. I've been watching ScoobyDoo since it aired on Saturday morning cartoons. I've watched the ScoobyDoo show, the ScoobyDoo Mysteries, where they had the cameos with Batman, and one of my more popular ones was the Harlem Globetrotters. Absolutely love them. But all of these different shows, and then a pup named Scooby-Doo. That was my favorite. I thought that was fantastic. Even the new animated shows were pretty good, where they started getting actual real ghosts and real vampires and demons and all that other stuff. It wasn't just, people being shitty to each other and trying to kick them off the land so they can get the gold and this, that, and the other. But this whole idea, maybe, here's a trick, Hollywood. Here's a tip. Try this for a little while. Instead of coming out and insulting the fans and denigrating everyone who has any sort of criticism of your show, just come out and say, we'd love for you to watch our show. We think we did a pretty good job. Judge for yourself. And then when people come out and go, wow, this is kind of crap. You did it. You were very heavy-handed with the gay jokes. In this case, for bros. You're very heavy-handed with the ideology and this, that, and the other. Maybe take that criticism for what it is. Constructive criticism. Because if you continue to go the same path by insulting the fans, calling people homophobic, transphobic, whatever, racist, all these other things, if you continue down the path of insulting the fans like this, you will ultimately fail. Because word of mouth is a very powerful thing. YouTube is becoming very, very powerful with their reviews, with normal people. I'm not going to say like myself because there's nothing normal about me, but regular everyday people who don't dig into what's going on behind the scenes at the studio or anything like that. People like me, I do listen to what's behind the scenes, but I try to avoid using that to cloud my judgment. I'll watch a show and I'll judge it for what it is. I'm aware of the crap and the insults and all this other stuff. I'm going to watch Velma and I'm going to judge it as a Scooby-Doo show. I have every intention of that. It's what I've been trying to do. Stop insulting the fans. Stop blaming whatever istophobe you're trying to do because you don't know how to write anything. You don't know how to come up with a new idea. Stop butchering age-old beloved franchises to suit your needs because you think it needs to be modernized. Because when people hear we're modernizing it for today's audience, you have a lot of people that automatically believe that's going to be shit. Wouldn't you agree? If you disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know. Leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love it. I appreciate it all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a good one.